Hey everybody, welcome to your March 14th, 2025 full moon lunar eclipse in the sign of Virgo. This is your astrology forecast for all 12 signs. I'm your astrologer, Patricia Tate. I specialize in traditional, Western, and evolutionary astrology. I'm excited to share this month's transit forecast with you. If you are new here, you can learn more about my offerings at willowgracemystic.com. Thank you for liking and subscribing and for sharing your journey with me. So on March 14th, 2025, this brings this full moon lunar eclipse in the earthy sign of Virgo. This is a cosmic event that is packed with a lot of deep shifts, clarity, and reality checks. Eclipses are known for their ability to create these sudden points, these turning points that often bring about revelations or illuminations into areas of our life that needs attention. Since Virgo is a sign of precision and in health and in our mind, our body, our spirit, and managing our work-life balance, Virgo is deeply connected to refinement, to self-improvement, and the pursuit of mastery. It represents our analytical thinking, our organization, our attention to details. It pushes us to create efficiency in our day-to-day routines and to strive for practical solutions. So this will be a time when you are going to look at, have I been neglecting my self-care? Are your day-to-day routines helping, or are they hindering your progress? Virgo, the energy it teaches us the importance of the small, consistent steps in order to achieve the long-term success. The energy of this eclipse is pushing for a refinement, a bringing situations to a climax that where adjustments are going to be made glaringly obvious that need to be made. So with all eclipses, the themes reveal themselves literally the 4 to 6 weeks that come prior. They offer us these glimpses of what is coming into focus. So think back to these recent shifts, these unexpected challenges, or in these areas of your life that have felt unsettled, uncomfortable. These are the themes that are now going to take center stage and emerge. So you might have already noticed the signs that are pointing towards necessary changes within your habits. This could be your health, or the way that you structure your time. Pay attention to the messages that the universe is sending you, because this eclipse is here to guide you into, how do I align with my highest path? Now, unlike a typical full moon, which brings culminations and emotional awareness, a lunar eclipse acts like a supercharged full moon, or a moon on steroids, and it reveals the hidden truths and it accelerates the changes quickly. It magnifies the energy. So what has been building in the background may suddenly surface. It's demanding your attention. Eclipses, they work on a larger timeline. They connect events from the past 6 months to now in your life, and sometimes it reaches back to 19 years ago. So if you look back to what was happening in your life back of September 2006, you might find some echoes of similar themes that are now going to be resurfacing. This is part of the Pisces Virgo eclipse cycle that is now asking you to step into this new level of awareness and efficiency and of discernment, particularly in areas that are ruled by Virgo, which is your health, your work, your service, your daily structure. Saturn is also here and has an influence, and it brings about this reality check. The sun is conjunct Saturn in Pisces. It shines a light on our responsibilities, our boundaries, our commitments. And a conjunction, it occurs when the two planets align in the same zodiac sign. They're literally blending their energy together. And in this case, the sun's vitality and its purpose is merging with Saturn's discipline and structure. It's amplifying the energy that's needed to focus on our accountability. Pisces is a sign of dreams, of intuition, and spiritual growth. But Saturn's present here, its presence, it adds this serious tone. It makes it clear that we need discipline in order to manifest those dreams. And so Saturn teaches us through restriction and our effort that you might feel the weight of these obligations or the strong call to step up in a particular area of your life. So you can look at it as, have I avoiding my responsibilities, or have I been failing to put in the necessary work in order to complete or accomplish things? Saturn's energy, it is non-negotiable. It demands maturity, it demands patience and persistence. Now at the same time, because this is a full moon, the moon is in Virgo, and Saturn, it's opposing Saturn. So full moons are when the sun is here and the moon is here, and it opposes it. And so it can stir up feelings of frustration, of self-criticism, of emotional exhaustion. So an opposition occurs when the two planets, they sit directly across from each other. And it creates this push and pull kind of dynamic balance. Virgo seeks order, while Pisces, it embraces the flow. This opposition is going to highlight the tension between these two approaches to things in your life. You might feel pulled between the need for structure and the desire for surrender and release. This aspect, it also brings these external challenges and internal conflicts. It requires a resolution. If something feels blocked or delayed, Saturn is signaling that it's time. You have to adjust your strategy rather than force the outcome. This transit is really encouraging a self-reflection, helping you to identify where do you need to establish firmer boundaries, or where your own emotional well-being, it requires greater attention from you. Now, we also have Mercury retrograde. This is about rethinking or rewriting what is our plan. As if the eclipse was not enough or not powerful enough, we now have Mercury, the ruler of Virgo. It's stationing retrograde in the sign of Aries on the exact same day. So it adds in this extra layer of reflection, recalibration. It amplifies the need for us to slow down, for us to reassess. Aries is known for its impulsive and action-driven energy. It prefers to just plow through, charge ahead. But Mercury retrograde here is forcing us to pause, to rethink. This is a time when miscommunications or technological hiccups occur, and so there can be travel delays. All of this becomes more frequent. You might find yourself revisiting these old conversations or unresolved conflicts, or even past decisions that you've made, and they now require the second look. Mercury retrograde in Aries, it challenges us to temper our impulsiveness with thoughtfulness. It's about ensuring that our actions that we take are in alignment with our long-term goals rather than our short-term frustrations. This is going to be an ideal time for introspection, reviewing our plans, and refining how do we assert ourselves within our conversations and within our daily decision making. This eclipse is going to be a turning point. Since Virgo, it governs details and these small shifts, it can create these big changes. And so the focus is going to be on your work routines, your health, or your daily habits. You're going to be looking at them and saying, do these support my long-term goals? This is going to be a time to fine-tune your schedule, to improve your efficiency, to set clearer priorities. You're also going to be looking at your health and well-being, because Virgo, it's connected to our body. It's am I listening to what my needs are? Paying attention to the signals that indicate where adjustments need to be made. We have Saturn's influence here, so it's about boundaries and responsibilities and limitations. You might need to set these firmer boundaries to release responsibilities that are just no longer serving you. There can be a lot of unexpected endings and beginnings, because eclipses, they often reveal what's been hidden. So I'm encouraging you to be open to the shifts, even if they don't happen exactly as planned, because eclipses have a way of eclipsing people, places, and things in and out of our lives. They help us to realign where we have been off track within our journey. If something new is arriving, welcome this as part of the new growth. Pause before reacting. With Mercury retrograde, there can be misunderstandings that are more likely. This is about check, double check before making any major decisions. Rather than forcing clarity, allow situations to like reveal themselves in their own time. The truth often emerges when you give it space. And a full moon, they illuminate what was once hidden in the dark. So it's about decluttering and organizing, because Virgo loves order. Clean up your workspace, clean up your schedule, even clear out your thoughts. Clearing away what is unnecessary makes room for what truly matters, both physically and mentally, spiritually, psychologically. It's about a well-organized environment that can foster a clear mind and a sense of inner peace. Trust that the flow is moving you towards the direction of realignment. Saturn's lessons, they're not instant. They are lasting. And so this is about allowing time for things to unfold naturally rather than resisting the change. Sometimes the best action is going to be to surrender and to observe and to look at how things are evolving. Trust that the detours that are happening in your life, that they're guiding you towards alignment on your higher path. So offerings this month. For a private consultation, you can go to willowgracemystic.com and schedule there. If you're interested in community with like-minded souls, where we learn, we share, we connect, we grow, you can check out my Patreon using the link below. I have a special offer for Pisces. You can celebrate your birthday with a personal solar return reading. Use code Pisces10 at checkout and enjoy that limited time discount. Additionally, I'm offering live astrology consultations every other Tuesday right here at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can click in the queue to join us and save a spot for yourself. I look forward to connecting with each and every one of you to help you navigate your unique journey. So let's dive in. So for Aries, the moon is in your 6th house of your day-to-day routines, finding a balance between home and work, and you have Saturn and the sun opposing in your 12th house. The 12th house is the house of the hidden, where we go to be alone. It's the house of secrets. It's hospitalizations. It's also how we tap into the universe, how we tap into our dreams, intuition, psychic ability, to release karma. And so the opportunities that can come from this are this powerful reset within your work, your health, your day-to-day habits, with pushing you to refine your work routines for greater efficiency and your well-being. It's the house of your mental, physical, spiritual health and well-being. This is going to be a chance to assess whether your current job or your daily structure, whether it truly supports your long-term success, because Saturn is saying, don't do it just for today. We have to set ourselves up for success for the long term. There can be clarity around your physical and your mental health that can come from this, because this is a prime time to implement healthier lifestyle habits. There can be an opportunity to improve organization within your time management or your productivity, making these small incremental adjustments that can lead to like long-term stability. This can be within your personal life and within your professional life, because the 6th house is how I balance my home and my work and my career. You might look to receive recognition at work or to find new opportunities that can improve your skill set or within your expertise. And there can be this breakthrough in a long-standing work or health routine or a health issue, like this aha moment that can now allow you to move forward with a fresh perspective, like struggling with something and then all of a sudden this breakthrough with the doctor, chiropractor, or something that says this is what's been causing this and this is how I can move forward with it. Now, the challenges that can come up with this is a Sun-Saturn conjunction in your 12th house. It can bring fatigue, exhaustion, emotional burdens, the need to withdraw and rest, a need for yoga, meditation, or just time for you to center and recharge. Mercury retrograde in Aries here can truly create this miscommunication or delays in projects or second guessing what are your plans, because that's in your 1st house of your identity. That brings up topics of where am I moving forward? And did they not understand it? Or you second guessing what it is that you're doing? And so I'm encouraging you to prioritize your self-care during this time. This is about adjusting your diet or exercise or your mental wellness routines. The 6th house is where I go to find a guide, a mentor, a counselor, somebody who supports you on your journey. And so this is you searching out people that can support you in order to sustain long-term health and wellness practices. I encourage you to set definite, clear boundaries at work. Avoid overcommitting or taking on responsibilities that really drain your energy. Refine your day-to-day schedule. Focus on efficiency and look to cut out any unnecessary distractions that come up. If you are feeling exhausted, you need to take time to recharge. This eclipse is really helping you to establish this healthier work-life balance. Be patient with delays that come at work and trust that the shifts that are happening today, they are ultimately there to benefit you. Trust your intuition about making these necessary lifestyle changes because your body and your mind is really going to thank you. This is a powerful opportunity for you to really align with what truly matters, to find some balance in your life with your mental, physical health and well-being, self-care. Let go of what no longer serves you and embrace these changes as they unfold, and to trust that this eclipse is guiding you towards greater clarity and purpose. So Aries, thank you so much for being here. I'd love to hear your thoughts about it in the comments below. To those of you who have subscribed and continue to support my channel, thank you so much because it is your energy that fuels this journey. If you're looking for more in-depth understanding, you can schedule at willowgracemystic.com. So for Taurus, you have this full moon eclipse in your 5th house of creativity, joy, pleasure, children, your own inner child. It opposes your Sun and Saturn in your 11th house of what are your hopes, your wishes, your dreams, your goals. You also have Mercury stationing retrograde in your 12th house of, it's the hidden house. It's the house of isolation. And so this will affect romance, self-expression, creativity. The opportunities that are going to come from this are a turning point within your creative projects, or romance, or self-expression, or big things for your own children. This is urging you to align with what brings you joy. This can be a realization about whether your passions, are they fulfilling to you? If you've been working on something like behind the scenes, now is going to be the time that you're going to want to be able to share it with other people where it may be exposed. There can be an increased clarity within dating or love or pleasure. This eclipse might bring in a new romance or highlight the need for you to shift within an existing partnership. There can be this moment that you're going to want to reconnect with your inner child and embrace these hobbies, fun and joy and playfulness without guilt. There can be recognition or opportunities that are related to art, music, fun, joy, poetry, any other form of self-expression. This could include sewing, anything that you do that brings you joy and pleasure that can now come up. The challenge is the Sun-Saturn conjunction in your 11th house. This is highlighting the social pressures or the responsibilities that you feel that you have that are within these groups and these shifting paradigms that are going on within friendships or the networking system that you have set up. This can include social, and this could also be with employment. Now, Mercury retrograde, it brings about miscommunication with dating or creative delays or resurfacing past relationships. It can like bring in the Mercury retrograde is thoughts, ideas, communication, and miscommunication, like rethink, reevaluate, you know, in order to realign. I'm going to encourage you to truly reignite this creative project that once excited you. Like, look back at your life and say, what brought me joy? What brought me pleasure? This is going to be a time for you to refine and for you to complete it. Let go of fears around your self-expression. Trust your own inner voice and your own artistic vision. Take a second look at your relationships, at your partnerships. Assess Are they bringing you joy? And do they support you with where you want to go and you being your own authentic self? Make time for hobbies and play and activities that nourish your mind, your body, your spirit, because joy is essential for your growth. Avoid making any impulsive romantic decisions at this time, because Mercury retrograde is suggesting that you wait until you have clarity in this. If a past romantic pattern comes up, you can look at it and say, am I repeating this? Reflect on what you've learned and apply that to the wisdom that you have now gained. This eclipse is really a powerful opportunity for you to realign with what truly matters for you, your creative expression, your joy, your tuning in to your own inner child and healing it. So let go of what no longer serves you. And that could be people, places, and things, and embrace the changes that are unfolding for you. Trust that this eclipse is guiding you towards this greater clarity and purpose. So Taurus, thank you so much for being here. I'd love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. For those of you who have subscribed and continue to support my channel, thank you so much. It is your energy that fuels my journey. If you're looking for more in-depth understanding of this, you can schedule at willowgracemystic.com. So for Gemini, you have this full moon at the bottom of your chart, your house, your home, your family, your foundation, and it's about stability. It's what you create in order to build your life upon. The sun, and it being conjunct Saturn, is in your 10th house. And this is your career, your responsibilities, your legacy, your responsibilities. And you have Mercury stationing retrograde in your house of hopes, wishes, dreams, goals, and networks, who you align yourself with in order to accomplish these things. This can signal this major shift within your living arrangements or within family relationships or your emotional well-being. There can be this chance to redefine what home means to you, whether it's your current living environment, whether it supports your personal growth. There can be an increased awareness in past emotional wounds that need to be healed. This is going to be a powerful time for you to do the inner work. Full moons are highly emotional, revealing things that were once hidden. And so there can be this moment of clarity about real estate matters or renovations, or do I relocate? Pay attention to any of these opportunities as they arise. There can be this deeper understanding of family dynamics and ancestry and like generational patterns, like grandparents or great-grandparents, grandparents, and parents, that allows for you to have these emotional breakthroughs to understand dynamics of how things have evolved and where you are in this. And there can be this really big push for a greater stability and security that you want, need, and crave within your own private life, whether it's emotionally or physically. The challenges that can come up with this is the Saturn-Sun conjunction in your 10th house. This is may create this career versus home conflict that brings on these added responsibilities that you are feeling the heaviness of Saturn. Mercury retrograde can cause miscommunications with family or delays within moving plans or within like my hopes, my dreams, my goals, and the people that I'm networking with in order to do well with my career, my job. So I'm encouraging you to declutter and organize your home. Create this space that leads to a clear mind. Set boundaries with family members. Look to them that it's supportive, but don't overextend yourself. Reflect on what are your own emotional needs. This eclipse is really highlighting where adjustments are needed between home and career. And so consider therapy or journaling or yoga or meditation, anything to help you process these deep emotional shifts. Be patient with real estate or relocation plans, because Mercury retrograde is suggesting that delays are going to be happening, but it's also about second chances. This is going to be this powerful opportunity for you to truly realign with what matters, both at home and with your career, with responsibilities, with how you want to be seen, and the foundation in which you are building. Let go of what no longer serves you. Embrace that these changes are unfolding. Trust that this eclipse is guiding you towards greater clarity and purpose. So Gemini, thank you so much for being here. I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. To those of you who have subscribed and support my channel, thank you so much. It is your energy that fuels this journey. And if you're looking for a more in-depth understanding of this, you can schedule at willowgracemystic.com. So for Cancer, knowing that you're ruled by the moon, eclipses always are extremely emotional and felt for a very long time before and for the time afterwards. And so you are having this full moon eclipse in your third house. This is the house of communication and learning and siblings, neighbors, cousins, within your close environment. You have the Sun and Saturn, and it is in your ninth house of cross-cultural experiences like visas, passports, people, places, and things where you go to expand your mind, expand your horizons. And so the opportunities that can come with this eclipse, also having Mercury retrograde in your career sector, it's going to be about major breakthroughs within communication or learning or studying or legal matters and these intellectual pursuits. There can be this shift in how do you process this information and how do you express yourself. The third house is how do I gather information, how do I go through it and disseminate it and share it with other people. So you might refine your speaking or your writing skills. There can be clarity about relationships with your siblings, your extended family, or within close friends. This is going to be a time that you're going to have the ability to redefine all of your close connections. There'll be a chance to pursue educational opportunities or workshops or classes or skill building that enhances your own personal growth. There's going to be this opportunity to strengthen your mindset in order to like reframe your old thought patterns that have held you back before. There can be this important news or information that can now come to light that changes your perspective on things. Now, the challenges that come with this transit is this eclipse is bringing this Sun-Saturn conjunction in your ninth house. So it's about delays in travel, educational challenges that you might need to adjust your long-term plans, your expectations of. Now, having Mercury retrograde, it can cause misunderstandings or technology issues or miscommunication in writing or conversations, phone, email, text. I'm encouraging you to check and double check all of your important emails, your contacts, your travel plans. Mercury retrograde is suggesting that there can be delays or a need for a revision. And so be mindful of how do you speak and listen, because clarity is going to be key in all of your conversations. Consider revisiting a past course or a class or a workshop or some legal matters, a book, a topic of study, a place that you have been to, because you might gain new insights into it. Reflect on your daily communication and how it impacts your connections or your relationships with other people. Are you able to express yourself authentically, or are you having to hold up a facade? If an old issue with a sibling comes up, resurfaces, look to address it honestly and with patience. Be open at this time to learning and absorbing different and new perspectives. The full moon eclipse, they eclipse people, places, and things in and out of our lives. It's about changing the way that you approach these challenges. This is a powerful opportunity for you to align with what truly matters in the way that you connect and converse and take in information and then share it through classes or workshops or technology or travel. It's about broadening your mind and the way that you share the information that you're gathering. And so let go of what no longer serves you. Embrace these changes as they unfold. Trust that this eclipse is guiding you towards greater clarity and purpose. So Cancer, thank you so much for being here. I'd love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. To those of you who have subscribed and continue to support my channel, thank you so much. It is your energy that fuels this journey. If you're looking for a more in-depth understanding and consultation, you can schedule that at willowgracemystic.com. So for Leo, you are having this full moon eclipse in your second house of cash and property and skill set, self-worth, and it's definitely going to be revealing and having major endings and closures that have to do with your finances, your security. The sun and being conjunct Saturn is in your 8th house of shared resources, deep, intimate connections that you have with other people. You also have Mercury going to be stationed retrograde the same day in your 9th house of classes and workshops and legal matters and travel. And so the opportunities that can come from this eclipse are about clarity that comes from your financial stability, your income, your personal resources. You might refine your budgeting or your spending habits. It's about seeing things that you couldn't see before. There can be a turning point within your relationship with money. This can be an opportunity for you to increase your own financial security, your own financial independence. You can have this deeper understanding of what truly gives you confidence and self-worth beyond your own material success. There can be this potential for a new income source. This can be job offers or financial restructuring. There can also be this realization about whether your current career path, if it is aligned with your values and your sense of purpose, like this aha moment of, I don't think this fulfills me. This is a new direction that I need to head in. And so it's a chance for you to release this scarcity mindset and to embrace financial empowerment. The challenge comes from the Sun-Saturn opposition. It's in your 8th house. It might highlight debt or taxes or shared financial burdens or obligations. The 8th house is like alimony and child support. It's inheritances. It's also the house of deep psychological healing that comes from being wounded. And so you also have Mercury retrograde, which is creating these delays within payments or in these communication or contracts or salary discussions. I'm encouraging you to refine your financial habits at this time. Budget wisely and plan for long-term security. Saturn is embracing the making of a plan or making of a goal, having structure, reorganizing your financial budget, recognizing your own value, your own worth. Don't undersell your skills or your talents. Avoid making impulsive financial decisions at this time. Look to review contracts and agreements carefully. Mercury's retrograde. And so if an investment opportunity does arise, look to research it thoroughly before committing yourself to it. Be patient with any financial setbacks that come, because it's small adjustments now that can lead to these long-term gains later. This is going to be, with this eclipse, a powerful opportunity for you to align with what truly matters to you financially, and where you are combined with other people, where you are blending your energy with a business partner, a significant other, and it could be with an ex or with family members. And it's letting go of what no longer serves you in order to embrace these changes about financial freedom and financial security for yourself. Trust that this eclipse is really guiding you towards greater clarity and greater purpose. So Leo, thank you so much for being here. I'd love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. To those of you who have subscribed and continue to support my channel, thank you so much. It is your energy that fuels my journey. If you're looking for a more in-depth understanding, you can schedule a consultation at willowgracemystic.com. So for Virgo, this is going to be all about you. You are going to have the full moon revealing having endings and culminations and closures, to topics that have to do with you, your personality, your self-expression, your personal identity. The sun is conjunct Saturn in your 7th house of partnerships. If the first house is all about you, the sun and Saturn are in the opposite house that has to do with you and your connections with business partners, best friends, significant others, clients, open enemies, and exes. You do have Mercury stationing retrograde in your 8th house of shared resources with other people, meaning alimony, debt, taxes, inheritances. It's the house of deep bonding. And so opportunities that can come from this are major personal transformation for you. This is allowing you to redefine your identity. What are your goals? How do you present yourself to the world? Real and authentic, unapologetically you. This is a powerful moment of self-discovery where you can gain clarity about really what truly fulfills you. What does your heart and soul want and need? There's this ability for you to shed old patterns and these limiting beliefs or these outdated self-images that just no longer align with your growth. And it's an opportunity to step into greater confidence and assertiveness for you, making these decisions that are based on your true desires rather than external expectations. There's going to be a chance for you to prioritize your personal health and well-being, whether it's through mental, physical, or your own emotional self-care. It's focused on you. There's going to be this push to take control of your life's direction with this renewed motivation to structure your daily habits in a way that supports what is your long-term vision. Now, the challenge is the Sun-Saturn conjunction in your 7th house. This brings up like relationship challenges or these relationship commitments or a need to reassess partnerships. This can be with a client, this can be with a business partner, a significant other, a best friend. You also have Mercury retrograde. Now, Mercury is your chart ruler, and so this can create financial or contractual misunderstandings, requiring you to have extra caution within agreements. Mercury not only rules you, but it also rules your 10th house of career, job, responsibilities, legacy. So I'm encouraging you to release any self-doubt, to trust in your ability to make the decisions that serve your best and highest good. Set clear personal goals and take these small disciplined steps in order to move towards them. You thrive on structure, you thrive on organization, and so it's prioritizing self-care routines for yourself. Physical, mental, emotional health must be a top priority for you. Assess your relationship boundaries with other people who are supporting your growth, and look at them and say, who is holding me back and who is really there for me? Like, I would look at every relationship, because if the first house is you, the 7th house is every other relationship that you are in, and allow yourself to evolve, allow yourself to grow, because this eclipse is helping you to step into a more refined version of yourself. If an old cycle is coming to a close, trust that this new aligned path is now opening up for you. This full moon eclipse is such a powerful opportunity for you to align with what truly matters to you, your identity, who you want to be, and being your authentic self, not somebody else's version of. Let go of what no longer serves you. Embrace these changes as they're unfolding. Trust that this eclipse is guiding you towards greater clarity and greater purpose of you, your personal growth, your personal self-expression. So Virgo, thank you so much for being here. I'd love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. To those of you who have subscribed and continue to support my channel, thank you so much. It is your energy that fuels this journey. If you are looking for a more in-depth understanding, you can always schedule a consultation at willowgracemystic.com. So for Libra, you are having a full moon eclipse in your 12th house. The 12th house is your personal unconscious. It is your dreams and your intuition, your psychic ability. It's your ancestors. It's your connection to the divine. It's also the house of self-isolation or intuition, or where we are self-isolated but removed from. This is the house of self-sabotage or karmic debts, where we heal and renew. You're going to have your sun conjunct Saturn is limiting and restricting in your 6th house of your day-to-day habits, finding a healthy balance between my home and my career, and am I taking good care of myself? It's the house of mental, physical, spiritual, emotional health and well-being. So both of these topics are going to come into major scrutiny for this. You do have Mercury stationing retrograde in your 7th house of partnerships, relationships. If the 1st house is about you, the 7th house is you with everybody else. And so it can be with a best friend and significant other, but it can also be in collaboration with work partners. And so the opportunities is, this is a significant turning point within an aha moment of revelation. There could be something that was a health issue that could have come up. My connection to the spiritual realm, my subconscious mind. I can now understand these mystical experiences. There can be a time to clarify my energy versus everybody else's energy, like what is going on and feeling it. There's going to be this chance to improve your communication, whether it's through dreams, intuition, the Akashic records. Remember that the 12th house is the house of being alone and being in tune to the ethereal. There can be an end to a hospitalization or an affliction. There can be something that's revealed about this that can now you can move towards a healing or a deeper understanding of this. There can be a time for you to reevaluate how much effort and energy are you giving to others. Do you have a healthy work-life balance? Are you taking into consideration all of your needs? Are you putting healthy boundaries on everybody else? There can be this clarity that's gained within your role, within relationships or partnerships that's been holding you back. And this eclipse is really offering you a chance to say, I have to put my needs first. I have to focus on rest and recovery. I have to focus on my health, my well-being. I have to set a chance for me to make sure that making self-care is going to be a priority. The challenge is going to come from the Saturn and Sun conjunction that's in your 6th house of Pisces. This is, yes, I'm starting a healthy routine, but am I setting myself up for success with my diet, my nutrition, a chiropractor, anything? Am I making this a daily practice? Saturn wants permanence. It wants you to work through and identify that I will have emotional fatigue, physical fatigue. It will let me know that my body will fail me if I'm not taking care of myself and making myself a priority before anything else. Mercury retrograde in your partnership sector can bring these miscommunications or misunderstandings or delays with contracts or anything that's related to relationship connections. Remember, it's best friends, significant other, clients, and so this is feeling that you're needing to please everybody and putting yourself on a back burner. The 6th house is, how do I manage my health and well-being? If you don't take care of yourself, then it becomes the house of slavery, where I am now taking care of everybody else to the detriment of myself. And the 12th house is, with this eclipse, is you being honest about yourself and what do you need from others. If there's this partnership that's not aligned, or if the work is not aligned, it might be time that you're going to have to say, how do I move on from this? How do I change this so that it's sustainable for me? How do I set these boundaries and communicate my needs clearly in relationships, whether it be work-related relationships or it's healthy boundaries. It's you taking time to take care of yourself. There can be these big revelations about how do I overcome these limitations. the 12th house is the house that takes us away from our everyday life. It's karma. It's about clearing these karmic debts. It's where I go to heal and renew. And so there can be this revelation of, this is what's causing this, and I have to take care of me first. And this can be revisiting old relationships, revisiting unresolved conflicts that have to do with generational trauma. When we heal ourselves, we not only heal our inner child and our younger self, but past generations. And the 12th house is these subconscious issues. The 12th house is the broken record, where we believe what other people have said to us repeatedly. And so this is going to be a really good time for you to clear the air, for you to find closure, to set these healthy boundaries, to get the needed rest that you need for yourself. This could be, I need self-care. I need to make sure that I am taking time out for myself daily. You evaluating your roles within partnerships and within work related, and saying, am I compromising too much? Am I not compromising enough? Because as Libra, it's always wanting to hear all sides of the stories, and it can be exhausting for you. And it's you having to practice patience and letting this truth come out, and not forcing the answers. There can be this understanding of a health issue that can now be revealed, or that this eclipse is saying, I get it. I now understand where this is coming from. And this can be from generational, or this can just be from not having a healthy work-life balance. This eclipse for you is really this powerful opportunity to realign with your private side, your private life, making sure that you are making your health, all facets of it, mental, physical, spiritual, emotional, psychological, sexual, all forms of you, a priority before you care for other people. You cannot pour from an empty cup. So let go of what no longer serves you. Look to have these healthy boundaries. Look to prioritize self-care and make it a daily practice for yourself. Trust that this eclipse is really guiding you towards clarity and for purpose. And so Libra, thank you so much for being here. I'd love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. To those of you who have subscribed and continue to support my channel, thank you so much. It is your energy that fuels this journey. If you're looking for more of an in-depth understanding of your chart and this consultation, you can schedule at willowgracemystic.com. For Scorpio, you are having this full moon eclipse in your 11th house. The 11th house is the house of collaboration, and it's the house of community, your future goals, hopes, wishes, dreams, aspirations. And it's where we want to be a volunteer, but it's also work associates. Now, the Sun conjunct Saturn is in your 5th house. The 5th house is what brings joy to you. It's the house of creativity. It's the house of your own inner child and the house of your children. Now, Mercury is going to station retrograde on the same day in your 6th house of your day-to-day health and well-being, and finding a balance between home and work. And so all of this brings about opportunities of bringing clarity between your social circles, your friendships, and the groups that you align with, in order for you to refine who and what do you want to surround yourself with. This is a chance to realign with your long-term dreams, your aspirations. This eclipse is eclipse people, places, and things in and out of our life. So this can be major endings and major beginnings that's pushing you to focus on what truly matters to you. Are you supporting somebody else's goal, or are you in alignment with supporting your own goals? This can also be a step for you to step into these leadership roles within your own community or within a network that's leveraging your connections in your personal and your professional growth. This is an opportunity for you to collaborate with like-minded individuals, like your soul tribe, or people who share the same values and visions as you. This is a realization about which social commitments drain you and which ones truly bring you joy. This is allowing you to redirect your energy wisely. It's going to be a wake-up moment. It's like, and look back 4 to 6 weeks. There can be these potential shifts within your social status or your networking opportunities or involvement in being of service, like humanitarian efforts of connecting with something that's bigger than you. The challenge comes from the Saturn-Sun conjunction that opposes in your 5th house, that highlights limitations within your own creative pursuits or your dating life or your own personal joy. You also have Mercury retrograde the same day in the sign of Aries that can bring about miscommunications within friendships or projects in your day-to-day living. The 6th house is balancing the home and the career, and it's definitely miscommunications, it's delays. And so my advice is to reevaluate all of your friendships, to let go of the connections that feel forced or one-sided, because you have grown and changed and evolved, and so have they. Align your future goals with your own personal growth. Are your aspirations, are they truly yours, or are they influenced by what society is expecting from you? Collaborate with people who truly uplift and inspire you. This is the ideal time for like meaningful networking. Take your time before making any commitments within new groups or new organizations. Trust your intuition, because the full moon is like magnified. Revise and refine your long-term plans rather than rushing into them. There can be small adjustments that are made at this time that can lead to really big results. Give yourself permission to say, it's okay for me to change directions. It's okay if my goals no longer align with who I am becoming. This is a really powerful opportunity for you to align with what truly matters to you and brings you joy, and for you to align with other people that are going to support your goals. Let go of people, places, and things that no longer support you, and embrace these challenges as they unfold. Trust that this eclipse, it's guiding you towards clarity and purpose for what you are doing and where you're supposed to be going. It's a form of a realignment. So Scorpio, thank you so much for being here. I'd love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. To those of you who have subscribed and continue to support my channel, thank you so much. It is your energy that fuels this journey. If you're looking for more of an in-depth understanding, you can schedule a consultation at willowgracemystic.com. So for Sagittarius, this is going to be big for you because the full moon is occurring in your 10th house. This is the top of your chart. It's your career, your public image, your achievements, your legacy, your reputation, and the sun opposing it is at home with Saturn. And so the 4th house is literally your foundation of which you build your life upon, your security. You also have Mercury stationing retrograde the same day in your 5th house of children, or creativity, fun, joy, pleasure, lovers. And so the opportunities that can come from this is a major turning point within your career, your public reputation, or this long-term success. You might receive clarity on like your professional path. Usually having eclipses go between your 4th and 10th house is like leaving a job, moving on to a different job, moving from a home, doing something with home. And so there can be a potential during this 18-month time period for career advancement or leadership opportunities or recognition for all of your hard work. There can be this chance to redefine what are your professional goals, because this eclipse is going to highlight whether the current trajectory is aligned with your own long-term vision. The ability to refine your work ethic and discipline and strategy are going to be here, because it's about you making these small changes within the structure that can yield bigger career results. There can be this realization about your work-life balance and how do I create a more sustainable routine that's manageable. There can be this opportunity for you to step into a greater responsibility, or for you to refine what is your professional brand. Who are you presenting to the world, or what do you want to be known as? It's the legacy that you want to leave behind, whether it's through a job change, a promotion, or a business shift. Now the challenge is is the Sun conjunct Saturn in your 4th house. This can bring in home versus career conflicts, and it can also be family responsibilities and an emotional strain for you. Mercury retrograde in Aries can bring about delays within professional projects or job negotiations, or in your public facing efforts or contracts, negotiations, anything that involves email, phone, text, and like anything that's written, and or that involves time or travel. So I'm encouraging you to take stock of your professional goals. Are you where you truly want to be? If not, you can use this time in order to realign, because eclipses, they eclipse people, places, and things out of our way for a reason, in order for us to align with where we got off track. And so avoid any impulse career decisions. Plan carefully at this time before making any major moves. Refine your own leadership skills and your professional presence. Small improvements can make a really big difference at this time, because there's Saturn, and Saturn wants to improve over a longer period of time. It's like small incremental steps for the big goal. Balance your personal and your professional life. Don't let this one area of your life consume all of your energy. If a career opportunity does arise, review the details carefully and before you commit, because Mercury retrograde is suggesting that contracts might need a revision. So trust that any shifts within your career, they're guiding you towards a greater alignment and of success. This is going to be a powerful opportunity for you to align or realign your home and your career sector of your life. Let go of what no longer serves you, to make sure that you are coming into an alignment with the career path in which you're supposed to be going, and what do you expect from home. Usually the full moons, they reveal things that were hidden. They bring about closure. So it can be leaving of a job or an ending of a job. It can be getting fired or retirement, or leaving this to go on to something else because there's something else that's bigger out there. Trust that this eclipse is guiding you towards greater clarity and purpose. So Sagittarius, thank you so much for being here. I'd love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. To those of you who have subscribed and continue to support my channel, thank you so much, because it is your energy that fuels this journey. If you're looking for more in-depth understanding, you can schedule at willowgracemystic.com. So for Capricorn, this eclipse is occurring in your 9th house, which is in a harmonious aspect to your 1st house of identity. It's like needing to happen. The 9th house is the expansion of my mind through spiritual like studies, or through travel or education. It's also legal matters, it's higher learning, it's visas and passports, it's cross-cultural experiences that you have when mixing and mingling with other people. The opposition is the Sun and Saturn in your 3rd house of communicating with people that you connect with on a day-to-day basis. And this would be also neighbors, siblings, cousins, and work associates. Mercury is retrograde in your home sector, home, family, foundation. And so there can be huge major shifts or endings or culminations that have to do with beliefs and spirituality or education. Like, I'm finished with that class, I'm done traveling there. You might feel drawn to explore new perspectives or new philosophies or personal growth methods. Eclipses, remember, eclipse people, places, and things in and out of our lives. They bring about major endings. And so this is a chance for you to expand your horizons through travel, through study, or through teaching. This is also legal matters, so there could be like a revelation about that. Potentially that's opening up doors to different experiences, different collaborations. There can be clarity within your life's purpose, or your long-term vision, that it's about, I want to align with my daily actions with a broader sense of purpose. There can be this potential to finalize a legal matter for you to, like, things can now be like illuminated, and it can be shocking, and it can be surprising, and it can be quick. And so there can be also an ending to an academic pursuit or a publishing project, bringing a resolution to something that's just been slowly unfolding. You might feel inspired to like take a leap of faith in an area that you've been hesitant about, but it's about, how do I trust where I'm going is going to be the key. Trusting your own instinct on this. There's going to be an opportunity to truly break free from your any limiting belief systems that have kept you stuck in outdated mindsets. This is going to be an opportunity to transform and have new experiences and openness. The challenge is going to come with Saturn and the Sun conjunct in your third house, bringing about communication struggles, mental exhaustion, delays in contracts, paperwork, travel plans, all of these things. Remember, Pisces, it muddies the water. It makes things a little unclear. And you have Mercury stationed retrograde in your fourth house of home. And this can be miscommunication with family members. There could be issues with technology or travel, or misunderstandings with academic or legal matters that require a second or a third look. I'm encouraging you to reflect on what truly is aligning with your personal belief system, because this is a time for you to make these intentional shifts in how you think and what you want to prioritize. Be patient with yourself. There's going to be travel delays. There's going to be academic challenges. There's going to be legal matters that can come up. This is you taking a step back, reviewing the way that you approach before you push forward, and the way that you are communicating your wants, your needs, your desires. Take time before making travel or educational commitments, like reading the fine print, to ensure that everything is in order before you proceed. Expand your knowledge through books, podcasts, courses, workshops, mentors, guides. This is an ideal time for you to seek out deep intellectual growth in connection with people who do not have the same mindset, in order for you to expand your mindset. This is an opportunity for you to really reevaluate, what are your long-term goals and how do they align with your day-to-day efforts, because small shifts can lead to a significant progress for you. Trusting that your intuition is helping you when seeking out these new opportunities, allowing yourself to be guided towards your experiences that feel meaningful and expansive for you. This is truly a powerful opportunity for you to realign with things that truly matter for you. And it's going to be expanding your mind, and whether it's through close community or actually traveling and finding that balance between. It'll be breaking the old mindset in order to understand, experience. And so trust that this eclipse is really guiding you towards greater clarity and a purpose. So Capricorn, thank you so much for being here. I'd love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. To those of you who have subscribed and continue to support my channel, thank you so much. It is your energy that fuels my journey. If you're looking for an in-depth understanding of this, you can schedule a consultation at willowgracemystic.com. So for Aquarius, you are having this full moon eclipse in your 8th house. This is the house of shared resources, the house of debt, the house of transformation, of deep psychological work. You have the Sun and Saturn conjunct each other with this eclipse in your 2nd house of your personal cash, property, skill set, talents, and you have Mercury stationed retrograde in your house of communication, neighbors, siblings, cousins, and classes and workshops, things that you do closer to home. And so this eclipse, the opportunities that it can bring is this significant transformation or revelation. It can, remember, they eclipse people, places, and things in and out of our lives. So it's like at this aha moment. And it's about financial or emotional or psychological areas of your life. It's really pushing you to, I need to redefine, what does security, what does power, what does this truly mean to me? There's going to be a chance for you to clear out your debts, restructure your finances to attract a new source of income. Remember, this is the house of alimony, child support, wills. It's the house of business partners, significant others, exes. And so this will allow for a greater sense of financial stability and for of independence for you. You can have clarity about power dynamics within your relationships or your partnerships, and this could be with family, with business partners, significant others, and again, exes. Whether it's business or romantic, you're going to see what like truly what trust needs to be built, or what needs to be restructured or rebuilt in order to have the trust. There's going to be this opportunity to deepen your emotional connections and to strengthen these intimate relationships that you have with others by addressing your hidden fears, your vulnerabilities. There can be this moment of realization about deeper motivations that are behind your actions, like this aha moment of, I get it. You might uncover like a subconscious pattern that has been shaping your decisions and now have a chance to heal it. And so there's a chance to release your past baggage, trauma, fears that you've been holding on to that have been limiting your personal growth. This is about paving the way for an emotional renewal for you. The challenge comes from Sun and Saturn. This is in your second house that creates these financial restrictions or these insecurities that around money, or a need to I need to reassess my own values. In the second house is what do I need in order to feel secure. So security topics can definitely come up. Mercury retrograde could cause delays, whether it's in financial transactions, inheritances, joint assets, all types of contracts. I'm encouraging you to truly set your financial goals, to eliminate any unnecessary expenses. Now is the time to create stability through discipline and careful planning, to be on top of your resources. Face your fears, to transform your limiting beliefs around control, intimacy, security. Trust yourself in order to navigate these changes that come from wisdom. Don't rush into any major financial decisions. Mercury's stationed retrograde. Review the details carefully before committing or to signing anything that can be long-term. Work on your own emotional well-being through therapy or journaling or counseling or spiritual practices, because deep healing is available if you're going to be open to it at this time. You can strengthen your relationships by the matter of practicing vulnerability and honesty with others, because trust is built on clear, open communication. It's through what I'm sharing and what I'm needing in return. And so if an old wound does resurface at this time, take the time to truly process, look at where it's coming from, and rather than pushing it aside, this eclipse is going to be an opportunity for like a profound release and a healing opportunity. This eclipse is this powerful opportunity to realign for security purposes and where you have connected with others. Remember, the 8th house is the house of taboo topics. It's the house of where we are bonded deeply with other people. And they can be exes, but they can also be business partners and significant others and family members. And so trust that the universe is really guiding you towards clarity and purpose. So Aquarius, thank you so much for being here. I'd love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. To those of you who have subscribed and continue to support my channel, thank you so much. It is your energy that fuels my journey. If you're looking for a more in-depth understanding of your chart and these transits, you can schedule at willowgracemystic.com. So for Pisces, you're really going to feel this because the sun with Saturn is in your first house of your identity. So we know it's all about you and all about you asserting your will, you transforming, and then the eclipse is the full moon is in your partnership sector. If the first house is about you, the 7th house is you with everybody else. Best friends, significant others, clients, open enemies, exes. It's literally personal and professional, you with other people. Now Mercury is stationed retrograde in your 2nd house of self-worth, cash, property, your skill set, your talents, your resources. And so the opportunities that can come from this, remember, eclipses eclipse people, places, and things in and out of our lives. I remind myself that people are in our lives for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. And so it's one of those three when we see them exiting or we see somebody else coming in. So there's going to be major turning points both within your personal and your professional relationships at this time. It's going to bring clarity about who is truly aligned with you and your journey. There can be a potential for significant partnerships to deepen and to shift and to transform and to grow, leading to these new levels of connection and understanding. And there's also a chance to release these relationships that just no longer serve you, allowing a space for healthier, more fulfilling connections. This could be that somebody moves away or that a client no longer needs your service. So there can be a realization in the relationships of the role that you play, because you might see patterns that you need to change or boundaries that need to be reinforced within this eclipse time. If you're single, you might attract a new relationship, or you might reconnect with someone from the past, offering like this fresh perspective on love and on connections. Now, if you're in business, this can maybe form a valuable partnership or a collaboration that supports your long-term growth and stability. The challenge can come from maybe you're in a business partnership and you both decide we've come to the end, let's dissolve this. And so this Sun-Saturn conjunction in your first house can bring about increased responsibilities, self-doubt, the need to establish stronger personal boundaries for you. Mercury retrograde in the sign of Aries in your second house, this can cause miscommunication within these close relationships, contracts, negotiations, partnerships. It requires a lot of careful attention, paying attention to the details, things that you're signing, things that you're saying. I'm really encouraging you to be clear about what you need within relationships and partnerships. Don't settle for anything less. Have a list. Just because you have familiarity and comfort does not mean that somebody gets a pass. If something isn't working, be honest and address it directly rather than avoiding the necessary conversations and the discomfort. Take your time before making any long-term commitments at this time. Allow time for reflection before making major relationship decisions or business decisions. Definitely practice active listening and clear communication, because remember, Mercury is retrograde. This is going to prevent any misunderstandings, and it's about how can I support and strengthen my connections that I have with other people. Remember, the seventh house is not just business partners, it's personal relationships. And so this is you reflecting on your role in the past and your present relationships and saying, am I showing up in a way that aligns with my values? Because we know things are changing for you. You're growing, changing, evolving. The North Node is in your first house of you stepping into your divinity. And so if an important conversation needs to happen, choose your words carefully and ensure that clarity comes before making any of these final decisions. This is really going to be a powerful opportunity over the next 18 months for you to realign with people, places, and things that truly matter for you. You are going to be stepping into the new you, not the facade. You're going to like drop everything that everybody has put upon you about their expectations. And the seventh house is what you now expect. The seventh house is everybody else. And so you're going to have people, places, and things come and go, and some will strengthen. And so it's you aligning with people, places, and things that truly matter to you, and letting go of those that no longer serve you. And I always say that if you're with the wrong person, you're denying them the opportunity to be with the right person, and you don't have space in your life to be with the right person. And that can be with business partners, that can be with clients, that can be best friends, and that can be significant others. So Pisces, thank you so much for being here. I'd love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. For those of you who have subscribed and continue to support my channel, thank you so much. It is your energy that fuels my journey. If you're looking for a more in-depth understanding of this, you can schedule a consultation at willowgracemystic.com.